food chain, I would go out of my way to attack you. If I were alive or attack, I would swim out in the middle of the ocean and eat you.
It's gonna be the best fucking tuna you have ever fucking had.
Yardbird Tuna. Oh boy. So anyway, again, as always, here on the Yardbird Tuna Show, I wait until Sunday fucking morning to get a thought in my head of what the hell could I possibly talk about. Even in the midst of all this fucking chaos, I was like, what could I talk about? So, let's get it out of the way. Let's talk about the most obvious fucking thing that we could talk about right now. Before we get started, though, anyway, I want to tell you about the other podcast that I'm working on with some buddies of mine, me, Danny Martino, Billy, Kyle. We're working on the One Podcast at a Time podcast. It is now available on Apple Podcasts. We do have an Instagram. We actually have, I think, a couple Instagram accounts because we're still trying to figure that shit out. We have a Facebook page that you can go on there and like and follow and stay up to date on all the latest episodes. And obviously, find the show on either Podbean or Apple Podcast for right now. And in the future, it will be available on all platforms. And make sure you subscribe and please rate us. Give us some feedback. Let us know what we're doing right, what you like about it. And try not to be a fucking jerk off. And, give us what do they call it? Constructive criticism. It's not the Yardbird Tuna Show, you know? You don't have to be so aggressive. We're good people on that show, okay? On this show, go fuck yourself. But on that show, it's a different vibe. It's self-help. It's about addiction. Obviously, I still joke around a little bit, but I actually step back and let my buddy Danny host the show, and me and Bill kind of co-host it, and it's a good thing. So anyway, please check that out. The Yardbird Tuna Show, I am stepping back a little bit and not really releasing episodes every week like I was for quite a while there. But I figured if I'm sitting at home, and we all are, and I don't put an episode out, I have a particular fan/friend that will just dig me a new fucking asshole for not doing anything. His nickname for me is Load. We work together, we're coworkers, and he calls me Load because it's like because in the crane world, a load is like it's the thing, the object you have hanging off the end of the crane, and it's creating all this stress and doing nothing really for the crane itself. It's a fucking load. It's a waste. Okay, so that's his nickname for me. I don't want to portray a load right now, so I gotta do a show. I gotta do an episode so he doesn't break my fucking balls. But anyway, all that bullshit aside, here we are, episode 39, just chugging the fuck along. And, so we're going to talk about this fucking coronavirus. And, I want to say right out the gate, that from day one, I did a little investigation, I did a little research, and I am more afraid of the panic that has been created than I am of the fucking virus. Can I get an amen? Dude, this is fucking insanity. Not the virus. The virus we should be cautious about the virus. I'm not disputing that. I'm not a fucking crazy person that's going to say it doesn't exist. It definitely exists. I'm not going to get on the conspiracy shit and just start saying that it's created by the Chinese to... excuse me, I just burped there. That's the fucking breakfast we just had. I bought $450 fucking dollars worth of goddamn groceries the other day because I figured I have to assimilate to this panic culture right now. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to feed my fucking family and myself. So, one thing we definitely didn't do though is buy 40 fucking rolls of toilet paper. In fact, I think we're still using the same roll of toilet paper from, I don't know, earlier this week or last week maybe. You know, we're like normal people. We wipe our ass with like minimal amount of toilet paper. I don't know what the rest of you fucking idiots are doing out there, but like I only need like I don't know. Now we use like I don't know. I'm gonna say five pieces of toilet paper. You know, but we also buy the expensive shit because I'm like, I'm a fucking ghetto poor kid, and I don't want to wipe my ass with fucking sandpaper no more. As a kid, like we had to buy the cheapest shit we could find. The shit they don't even use in prisons. So, fuck it. I live in luxury nowadays. I wipe my ass with a fucking cloud. You know. So, anyway, goddamn coronavirus, toilet paper buying ass, panicking, scared to death, buying up every fucking gun you can find, taking all your money out of the accounts. Terrified that the stock market's gonna fucking collapse. Well, it did a little bit. If you take your money out, let me give you a little financial advice, okay? This is the way it works. You go through a broker and buy shares of a company, okay? If you panic and take your money out while it's down, you now are the reason why it's not worth as much. You are the reason. You caused it, okay? What you should do, like any sailor in the middle of a fucking storm, is weather that shit. You hunker down, wait it out. You still own the same amount of shares. So wait it out, man. Just fucking wait it out. I did not touch any of my stocks. I did not touch any of our 401k. We didn't, withdraw any funds. Fuck it. Leave it there. It'll bounce back. It always does, okay? And I know I sound like an optimist here, which is funny coming from, a guy like me. I'm usually very cynical, but it will bounce back, okay? So don't touch your fucking money. Leave it alone, you morons. Anyway, so everybody's panicking, buying up all the guns. The other day, I saw some pictures and I heard a story about the gun shop that's down the street from my house. And apparently, the system, the quick check system is down, so they can't do a background check on whoever is trying to purchase the firearm. People lost their fucking minds and they refused to leave this gun shop. So the owner had to close up shop. And he probably had to hunker down inside there because he was terrified that they were going to fucking loot his shop, And, relax, guys. Relax. Settle the fuck down. The guy can't sell you a gun legally, He's not going to do something illegal and jeopardize his career, his fucking business, his freedom, because they'll put his ass in jail for selling you fucking morons handguns and fucking ARs, without a goddamn background check. He can't do it, man. So give the guy a fucking break. Anyway. So much craziness, man. So much fucking craziness. Anyway. I wanted to bring light on this show, actually, about the positive things that are going on right now. I have seen personally, I know I just spent 10 minutes pissing and moaning and complaining and calling you guys all fucking morons, but truthfully, what I have witnessed is actually very positive things. And I think we should really focus and think about that, is right now, people are forced to spend time with their families. Now, I don't know about other countries, but I know here in America, we are workaholics. The larger majority of us are just, it's ingrained in us to work 40 plus hours a week and we don't know how to stay fucking still. So yes, we're going a little fucking nuts. But as also, I have also witnessed that people are out walking around their neighborhoods. They're in parks, they're fucking playing with their kids and they're throwing a fucking baseball around. More so than I've seen in the last 10 plus years, you know? I mean, obviously, you still got people that are inside and they're trolling on fucking social media and they're, you know, whatever, creating conspiracy theories and TikToking their asses off. But I see a lot of benefits to this. This is like a break in our regular routine that people are utilizing for good. They're going out there and they're walking around their neighborhoods. They're saying hello. They're keeping their 6 foot distance, social distancing, but we're social people. So we want to talk. You see a guy on his front lawn watering the fucking grass or whatever, and you walk past and maybe you've never talked to him before, but now all of a sudden you are. That's a great thing. So I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. I think it's me and my wife later on today. We plan on going for a little ride. I don't really know where, but we're gonna get out of the fucking house. I got cabin fever. I am an outdoors person. I can't stay inside too long, or I'm gonna lose my fucking marbles. So we agreed. We're gonna load up, the SUV, load up the kid, get some sandwiches, and we're hitting the fucking road, maybe take an hour drive out to the middle of Pennsylvania or down to Delaware or who the fuck knows. Let's go for a ride. The roads are fucking empty, so whatever. Let's take advantage of this. But, that's what we're going to do. I think it's funny that all the gyms are closed, but man, I've never seen so many fucking people again out exercising, in their parks, doing pull-ups on the fucking the monkey bars in the goddamn park, like all of a sudden now we have this moment to fucking breathe, so I don't know. I got these bullet points on a little note here in front of me that I wrote down real quick, and I'm just trying to like make sure I keep my thoughts organized for this. But law enforcement has backed off a little bit, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, I had to work in Norfolk on Friday. That was a little bit of anxiety leaving my family to drive down there. I drove down Thursday night, stayed in a fucking hotel, and did my job, and then came back Friday afternoon. Like we all are going to feed into the panic a little bit, like I think you just got to maintain the best you can. I mean, you're obviously, there's a lot of anxiety right now. So you just got to constantly tell yourself, dude, just to fucking calm down, calm down. I mean, take preventative measures, protect yourself, but don't go fucking crazy, okay? It's just crazy, So like I don't know. I guess the gun control thing like right now is like everybody, even people that have never owned a gun before. I'll say this, I'm a little worried about that. I'm a little worried about new gun owners right now. It's not like you can go to a range and learn how to fucking load and unload your new firearm. You don't know how to put it on safe. Nobody's telling you I mean, hopefully you're on fucking YouTube watching videos. I mean, if anybody out there is one of these people that I'm just talking about, let me tell you the first fucking rule of owning a firearm of any kind. I don't give a shit what it is. I don't care if it's a fucking flare gun for your boat. This is the number one rule. Keep the fucking barrel. Keep the end of the gun where the bullet comes out of. Keep the fucking thing at the ground or at the sky unless you plan on shooting it at something or someone. That's the fucking golden rule. I don't care if it's loaded or unloaded. I don't care if there's a magazine in it, but it doesn't have one in the chamber. At all fucking times, you don't point the fucking gun at anybody or anything unless you plan on shooting that person or that thing. Capiche, as the Italians say. You know what I'm saying? That's the golden rule. And in my opinion, my personal opinion, because I'm a gun owner, you don't need to have one in the chamber. If you have a semi-automatic pistol, you don't need to have one in the chamber. You need to know how to fucking put one in the chamber real quick. You can have the magazine in it and not fucking pull the slide back and put one in the chamber. I think that's a bad idea. You know, if you get startled and you go to grab that fucking gun, you're going to put your hand on that. You're going to put your hand around the fucking grip and your finger on the trigger, and you might blow a hole through your fucking sidewall. You might shoot your fucking neighbor. You might shoot your fucking kid. Dude, bad idea. A fucking horrible idea. You know? The whole dispute on gun control is, in my opinion, a lack of information. How to safely utilize this thing. You know? Proper training. When you drive an automobile, you need to be trained how to do it. Otherwise, you'll fucking run over a bunch of fucking little kids trying to cross the fucking street to go to the park. Right? Same with a gun, man. Same with a gun. Now, me, I have the benefit of having the military behind me. So it was like beaten into my fucking head that barrel better stay downrange. And downrange means where you're shooting it at, or at the ground, or the sky. That's it. That's it. Somewhere safe. Whether it's unloaded or loaded, one in the chamber. That's it. That's the fucking golden rule. Anyway, I feel like I beat that one to death there. But, I don't know, man. It's just, you just gotta be careful out there, you know? Like, don't get panicky, man. Everybody's gotta be cool, you know? And like, if you're panicking because you're worried about everybody panicking, listen to that. Doesn't that sound fucking stupid? Okay? Just don't be that. Lock your doors. Just stay to yourself, man. Be safe, you know? Think about it logically before you do some crazy shit. That's all. So, anyway, that's all. I'm going to take another sip of my water here, you know? This is going to be a short episode. I'm by myself here today. I don't know. We moved the studio. So Yardbird Tuna and the One Podcast at a Time, both of which I'm a part of, we now have a studio of our own. That's in quotations because it's actually a room in an apartment building that my father owns that needs to be renovated. So he was kind enough to let us utilize this space for a little while. Who knows, this may turn into a full-time studio. Fucking neighbor upstairs is stomping around and killing fucking his old lady, or I don't know, whatever. And then there's the fire department is like 1 block away. So when that fucking thing starts screaming, I gotta hit pause on this thing. But other than that, it's a nice space. It's a really nice space. So I dig it, man. I fucking dig it. Now I don't have to have these coughing ass fucking strangers coming in and out of my goddamn house. So, it's good water, man. It's good water. My wife and I, we're psychos. We drink bottled water. But we only like certain ones, you know? So, like, I like Deer Park or, Poland Springs. I think they, probably the same company. I don't know. But they have good flavor to them. I don't like, Aviana or, I don't know. I don't like some of the other waters. I think that I can taste a difference. I don't know. I'm a fucking crazy person. What do you want me to tell you? So, where else are we at? Well, let me look at my little notes here. Oh, so I have a buddy of mine that's locked up. I don't know if it's ever going to come to fruition, but at some point I would like to do like an over-the-phone conversation with him and maybe put it on the show and talk about some of the shit that he's going through. Now, he's, you know, I don't want to tell his story. You know, he's locked up. He's looking at a lot of time. But I definitely want to talk about like maybe some of the living conditions and some of the shit that's going on in the prison. Maybe you know, it's wild. If you're a fan of the show and you've listened to previous episodes, my buddy Animal stopped by here. He has been locked up in the past and gave us some insight on that. But I just figured maybe it can't hurt to have a guy that's actually currently incarcerated. Let's hear some stories from him. We'll see. We'll see if it happens. But one thing I do know is that I talked to his family, and I need to reach out to him and talk to him. But apparently, they moved him off of his block because the coronavirus has officially made it into his prison, and now they're segregating and kind of like moving everybody together. Which, dude, think about that. Think about it. These people are cooped the fuck up already. Two guys in a tiny ass little, what do they say? 8x8 or 10x10 fucking cell. Imagine 10 foot. You have 10 fucking, 10 by 10. That's all you got. That's your whole living conditions with another human right there. So if you stand up, he's got to sit down. It's fucking tiny in there. If you guys both stand up together, you're going to be rubbing your dicks together, Nut to butt, man. Nut to butt. Oh, man. I don't know. I just can't imagine it. Anyway, these guys are all cooped the fuck up already. And now they're moving them. I guess they're quarantining certain cell blocks to make sure that the other guys don't get infected. And crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine, man. It's just things are changing so fast. It's just. I don't know. It's so easy to be pessimistic and be cynical, and God knows I am. God knows I talk shit and I make jokes and I'm like, man, I'm a grumpy fucking veteran and I don't like the way things are. It's easy to be that, but I guess I sat down here in a good mood. I woke up, the sun was shining, my beautiful family's right there. We had some breakfast, and I just wanted to spread a little positivity, for once. And, life is good, man. Life is very good. Nobody in my immediate family that I know of is ill. I think as much as we all hate missing out on work and changing our regular routine, and as much as we all want to be cynical about the government or make up conspiracies or whatever, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that we all got forced to stay home, spend time with our families. We're all getting bored, so we're all pick up the telephone and reaching out to people that we haven't talked to in a while, just seeing how everybody's doing. We're not all wrapped up in our busy fucking lives, just selfishly driving forward, just me, not selfishly, but you know what I mean? Like just work and work and work and work and work and work and then fucking drop dead when you're at some point in your life and you're like, fuck me, I wish I would have went on vacation more often. This is a forced vacation. Some people are being cynical about that, but fuck them. Yeah, fucking weather's beautiful out, so like the big thing that I noticed recently is everybody's pissing and moaning about people going down to the beach, What do you think? The fucking sand is gonna like hold the virus, and you're gonna go sit on the same sand as some infected person? And are you fucking crazy? Come on, man, just go swimming, So I don't know. I just dude, if this isn't a wake up call that we could all die at any moment, at any fucking moment, we could all just drop fucking dead. That's what I'm paying attention to, And to me, spend this time wisely, Enjoy your life, and just try to enjoy spending time with the people you love, So, I don't know. The last thing I got written on the page here, I was gonna be a dick and talk shit about Trump's $1,000 supposedly that he's gonna mail out to everybody, but you know what? I don't want to break this positive conversation I got going on right now. So fuck that. I'm not even gonna touch that. I don't care. If it shows up, I'll cash it just like every other dumb motherfucker in this country. Thank you, Mr. Trump, Mr. President. Thank you. Anyway. I do want to say that the toilet paper thing, I don't know. I don't even. You know what? Again, I guess I wrote these things down here and I was like, oh, I could talk shit on that. But it's not even worth it. It's just stupid. You know, the joke has been beat to death. I'm not even going to waste my breath on it, you know? Let's end it right now on a positive note. I want to get the fuck out of this dark little studio that I've made, and I want to go spend time with my family. That's what I want to do. So, fucking live it up, dude. I mean, we're all going to be back to work soon. Let me tell you what is going to occur, okay? Is when all this shit does blow over, and it will blow over. This is not the apocalypse. This isn't the end of the fucking world. It's gonna blow over, and then we're all gonna be fucking swamped with work because there's gonna be 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe of backlog of shit that didn't get done that we're all gonna have to catch up on, and then we're gonna be back to ignoring our families and ignoring our friends and wishing we could go on vacation because our job sucks, you know. And that's what's going to happen. So take this motherfucking moment and go spend it with the people that you care and love about. So, anyway, I am motherfucking out of here. Yardbird Tuna. See you next week.